This is my 4th attempt at this video, and the universe does not want y'all to hear this story, so you better appreciate it. So let's get right into it. My name's Alisha, I'm 17 years old, and this is the time that I got white girl wasted and caught. I want to make it clear I am not advising anybody to underage drink, so don't think that that's what I'm doing in this video, because I'm clearly not, and this is a story of what you should not be doing when you were 15 years old like me, so thanks. So I got a little snacky snack, some vegan nuggets with some jalapeno mustard and honey. And some honey. I eat this every day without fail. This story takes place when I was 15 in 2018. I had just turned 15. It was my freshman year, and it was in April. All of the names in the story are gonna be fake, just so you know, so don't even try looking into it. Not that any of you would, but honestly, I don't know. I had just become friends with this girl named Leslie, and I had a fat crush on her, not to mention. I was trying to like hang out with her because I thought she was like super cool or whatever, and we got along. We had hung out one time at my house. We like went to the mall and like went in the arcade and stuff, and then we spent the night at my house, and we ended up kissing like as a dare. I don't even remember. I think like a week later we hung out again, but at her house, and I was really excited to go over there because, you know, I hate having sleepovers at my house. It gets boring to be in your house all the time, you know? So she lives on the lake. She had this cool ass house on the lake, and she had this little rope swing, so you know we were going on that, like going over the water just for fun, for shits and giggles. We even took her little brother, we're gonna call him Tyler. He was like 10 or 11. We took him to a couple of parks and we were all just hanging out. He was really chill actually for like an 11-year-old. I got to meet her mom. We're gonna call her Ronnie, and she was like in her mid-30s or maybe her early 30s. She's really young and really short, and I thought she was super cool. We had pineapple pizza for dinner. We were just like really living it up at her house, and I was having a good ass time. I think it was around like 6 or 7 o'clock. We go downstairs into her room, and it's just me and her hanging out, and then we decide we're gonna invite over her friend Maria, you know, just to like add more people to the party, because it's always more fun when there's more people. And I was excited to like meet a new friend because I always like making new friends, obviously. Her friend Maria comes over and we're all just hanging out. I'm getting to know her. We're talking about dumb shit that we've done, dumb shit that we're gonna do, and just like, I don't know, we're just getting to know each other. And then we all decide we're gonna start playing Truth or Dare, because that's just a good way to get to know somebody and to hang out with them. So we all download this little Truth or Dare app on our phones. I think all 3 of us downloaded it on our phones. And at this time, her mom had just gone to the gym, Leslie's mom. So it was like 8 or 9 p.m. in the night. And in the night, am I a idiot? Obviously in the night if I said p.m. So we were playing these little Truth or Dare games, and then we realized a lot of the questions were alcohol related. Like if you've done this, take a drink, or if you haven't done this, take a drink, or whatever. So since Ronnie wasn't home, Leslie's mom, we decided like, why don't we go and get a bottle of alcohol from the garage? I think it was Leslie's idea. I honestly don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was Leslie's idea. So Ronnie had like a big ass bottle of vodka in the garage, and apparently she didn't drink, so she wasn't gonna drink it. It was like mostly gone, and it was old. It'd been in there for a minute. Just like plain ass vodka. I don't remember the brand. I think it was like Absolute or something. It was in like a big jug, like it was huge. And obviously if it went missing, someone would notice because it was huge. So we decided to get the vodka, and we get some little styrofoam shot cups and bring them downstairs, and we all get ourselves a cup of water for a chaser. Just put that image in your mind. If you've ever had vodka before, just like plain vodka, just think about how disgusting it is to wash it down with water. Like, we didn't have anything flavored. I honestly don't even know how it happened. It all happened so fast, but we all started taking shots. We probably all had like at least 7 or 8, and Leslie definitely drank the most, because at one point she got a dare on the app to chug from the bottle for 15 seconds. So I have a video of her doing that. Just thinking about that makes my stomach turn. Like plain ass vodka, just chugging it. So we were all getting really, really drunk, and her brother like came out of his little room or whatever and was like, are you guys drunk? Because Maria was acting like a damn fool, and she was being loud and slurring her words. We were all like dancing to music, and she was like tripping and stuff, and I just acting drunk. Like probably not on purpose, but you know, everybody acts different when they're drunk. Like I was having a good time, but I was really trying to keep my composure with him because I didn't want him to know that we were drunk, because like obviously if he's 11, he's probably gonna snitch on us to her mom. While my friends were acting all crazy, I was talking to him and I was like, no, we're not drunk. Like, Maria is just trying to joke with you and like play a prank on you to pretend like we're drunk. I don't know why my go-to lie every time I'm doing something out of pocket is, oh, it's a prank. I've used that lie so many times. Let me tell you, it's never worked. A good prank would be like to steal someone's car, not to pretend like you're drunk in front of a 10-year-old. What the f? So I guess he doesn't believe us, but he kind of just goes back to whatever he's doing, and everything was fine again. I think that when we were drinking, Leslie accidentally knocked over a shot worth of vodka on her bed, and you could smell it because vodka smells very strong. You could smell it throughout like the whole downstairs pretty much. Like her whole room just reeked of vodka. I think she spilled like kind of a lot. And it started getting to the point in the night where we were all like so drunk, and I went into the bathroom just to like look at myself. Cause you know when you're drunk and you feel like you're transcending, like you're looking at yourself in the mirror like... I think Leslie came in and was looking at herself in the mirror. We were just laughing our asses off. We thought we were so funny for some reason. I don't remember when in the night this happened because I got so drunk I honestly cannot pinpoint. But at some point I was laying down on the bed and then Leslie just started making out with me. Not in like an assaulty type way though. It was like consensual. I realized throughout the night that my stomach was not feeling so good. And my dumb ass, this is the part where I really made a mistake. I thought instead of using the bathroom that's right next to Leslie's room, how about I run all the way up the stairs and across the house and into the kitchen and through the kitchen and then go to the bathroom in there. Like why? If I didn't do that, then this wouldn't have happened. I didn't make it in time. I ran all the way up there, my drunk ass stumbled and I was running this so fast. It felt like a marathon. I didn't make it to the finish line. I made it like a foot before the finish line and then my stomach emptied itself and its contents onto the tile floor and onto my long braids that I had at the time because I had extensions down to my ass, and I didn't think to pull my hair back because I was so wasted that I just leaned forward and my braids were in my face and I just let it rip. I just let it go everywhere. It got in my braids, bro, and it smelled so bad. So my dumb drunk ass was like, all right. The entire bathroom floor was like a small swimming pool for a small child. So I'm analyzing the sitch and I'm like, all right, the only thing I can clean this up with is this roll of toilet paper here. So I start getting into it, putting a little bump and grind in there, put some elbow grease into it, really like scrubbing into the grout, like just really just souping it up. Ew, that's gross. And I cleaned it. I mean, you would not have even known that I puked in there. And all I did was wipe it up with toilet paper and flush it down the toilet. I don't even know how. Maybe it wasn't as much as I remember it being, but I was so drunk and I managed to clean up my puke off the bathroom floor, so that's honestly impressive and I deserve an award. Thank you very much. So after I cleaned up, I stumbled all the way back downstairs and my friends were having a frenzy. It kind of got to that point in the night where we were all puking everywhere. I only puked like this much on the floor. Like it was kind of like a dry puke where like nothing really comes up but you're still belching like but nothing is coming up. My friends, however, puking in the sock drawer, puking on the carpet, puking anywhere in the room you could imagine. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. And they did not even try to get to the toilet. I mean, they were pissed drunk. Like, Leslie was probably the drunkest out of all of us because she chugged from the bottle for like 15 seconds and she took a lot of shots. I remember at some point in the night, we put the bottle of vodka in her closet because we were afraid that if her mom came home, obviously she'd see it. But that was the least of our worries. Because when we all fell asleep, they both fell asleep on the bed. I fell asleep on the floor in front of the door. At around 10 or 11 p.m., her mom opens the door and looks in the room. I'm a really light sleeper, so I woke up just from hearing her open the door and I was like, oh shit. Leslie and Maria were definitely heavy sleepers because they did not hear a damn thing, and her mom was standing there looking around and was trying to wake up Leslie like wake up, Leslie, wake up, and she just wasn't budging. I was still drunk. It had only been a few hours, so I was like, I'm so sorry, do you want me to help you clean? I'm so sorry. And then she was like, no, I'll deal with this in the morning. And lucky thing her mom is a nurse, so she was like, Ronnie was checking up on us all throughout the night to make sure none of us died or had to get our stomachs pumped. We all kind of woke up at around the same time at like 5 a.m. and I was still a little bit drunk, I can't lie. And I moved up to the bed because I think Leslie moved onto the floor, so I'm pretty sure I was sleeping next to Maria. And I had my music playing, so we were just listening to that. We were all talking about how screwed we were gonna be when we had to get up in the morning. I was like, damn, this is probably gonna be my last time seeing you guys. It's been real. And we were all just talking about like how our summer is gonna be screwed because, you know, it's April, summer's coming around, and we just got caught drinking. It's not looking too good for us, basically. So we all went back to bed and woke up at around probably 9:30 or 10. And then her mom summons us upstairs and we're like, shh. So we make our way up and we all three of us sit down on the couch. I think I'm on the left, I'm sitting next to Maria, and then Leslie is on the right. Ronnie is sitting across from us just looking at us. And it's silent. She's looking at us like, I knew I was in trouble. I was in some deep shit. And then her mom is gonna ask, do any of you have anything to say? Leslie didn't say a damn word. I didn't say anything either. I wanted to say, I'm sorry, I don't know how this happened, but I was like, it's honestly not my place to talk right now. Like, no matter what I say, she's gonna be pissed, and I don't think it's gonna help water it down anymore. She's still gonna be pissed at the end of the day. She told us, she was like, I don't even know how you guys like managed to do this. She was like, Alisha, I'm gonna drop you off at your parents' house and I'm gonna be talking to your father. And then she said the same thing to Maria, and Maria was like, my parents aren't home. So I think she got off easy because all she had to do was get dropped off by Ronnie, and I had to have her talk to my father. So then she gave us all supplies to clean up the puke that was everywhere. I went into the bathroom that I had just puked in and there was like nothing on the floor, but I still cleaned it up because I was like, you know what, I'm not disrespectful. There's probably germs and a little bit of stomach acid residue everywhere. So I cleaned it up with some Lysol, made my way downstairs. Leslie was vacuuming up her vom with a vacuum, and it was like orange. It left a big orange stain. And I think I either called or texted my sister, who was like 18 at the time, and I was like, dude, I did some dumb shit. I got really drunk with my friends, and I need you to tell dad that my friend's mom is coming over to talk to him. Like, I need him to know before I get there, because then at least he'll have a little bit of time to cool down and he won't be as pissed. Me and Maria go into the garage with Ronnie to get into the car, and then Leslie comes too, and then Ronnie is like, and I was like, ooh, she's about to get her cheeks ran. So me and Maria were just sitting in the back of the car not saying a word. And then Ronnie dropped off Maria, whose parents were home. So like I said, she got off easy. I don't know if she ever even got caught. And then she had to drive me like 15 minutes all the way to my dad's house. Ooh, child, I would not wish that on anyone. The fear that was instilled in me, my heart said. So we got to my dad's house and Ronnie and I walk up to the door and she knocks, and I hear whispers behind the front door, and it's my sister talking to my stepmom, telling her what happened in like 2 seconds because she didn't tell her before for some reason. And my stepmom opens the door and she sees me standing there and Ronnie. And then Ronnie's like, can I come in? And my poor stepmom was wearing a shirt that said, I make poor choices, P-O-U-R, with a wine glass at the bottom. I don't think I need to explain what is wrong with that, but the fact that she had to be wearing that when I was getting in trouble for drinking, that must have made Ronnie be like, so this is the kind of house y'all running, huh? So we get into the house, me and Ronnie go and sit in the living room in the den, and my dad decided it would be a fantastic idea to go upstairs and shower. While I don't know why he thought, like, he got in the shower like 2 seconds before we got there. So we had to sit on that couch for like 15 minutes in silence. And it was awful. The tension was so thick that you could reach out and hold it. Like, it was heavy. It was heavy, I'll tell you that. So we were just sitting there waiting for my dad to come back from the shower, and he finally did after like an eon. So he came down, you know, his dramatic white man entrance as like the white dad, like pretending to be all fierce. When you're in trouble and another person's parents are involved, you gotta look 10 times more put together than you really are. So he comes down serious, and my dad is like, he's a big guy. Like I think he's like, not big, he's like 5'11" probably, like almost 6 foot, and he has a beard, and he's just very intimidating. Like, his piercing blue eyes, and he is just like a scary looking dude. So I was scared of him when he walked into the room. And so me and Ronnie were sitting next to each other on the couch, pretty far away, because I was not trying to be too close. I was uncomfortable. And then my dad is standing in front of us. And then I guess they talk. She introduces herself, he introduces himself. She explains what happened. She's like, The girls got into an old bottle of alcohol that I had. I don't usually have alcohol in the house, but that was an old bottle that I got like for Christmas or something. It was an old bottle that we found. And then she explained how we all drank and got sick, but she was watching us throughout the night since she's a nurse to make sure we didn't die. Thank you, Ronnie. My dad was just sitting there looking at me like, you know how white men are. And then eventually my dad says, Alisha, do you have anything to say for yourself? I burst into tears because I felt so guilty, because I was embarrassed. Like, that was my first time ever going over to that woman's house, and I embarrassed myself and I disrespected her home. Like, it still embarrasses me to think about. But you know what? I was 15. It's not that serious. If I was like 20, that's different, but I was 15. Like, I was dumb. I wouldn't do that again, but like, you know, I learned my lesson. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed. I've never done anything like that before, and I don't know what got into me. I think that one of them asked like whose idea it was to even drink, and I think I said it was mine because I didn't want my friend Leslie to get in trouble. I don't know, I figured my dad would take it easier on me than Ronnie would take it on Leslie, because I knew Leslie was about to get her ass beat, her cheeks clapped. She was about to get her cheeks ran. They're about to be red up in that bed. My dad walks Ronnie to the front door to let her exit, and then comes back into the den where I'm sitting, still crying because I'm scared. I think he's standing, like trying to be an authoritative figure, you know? And he was just standing looking down at me while I was sitting like, and he was like, I am so disappointed in you. I would expect this from your sister, but not from you. Little did he know my sister was around the corner listening. And she still talks about it to this day because it's funny. Like, imagine your younger sibling is getting in trouble for doing something stupid, and then your dad calls you out when you haven't done anything. Like, that's just funny to me. I eventually went over to my mom's house because it was, my parents are divorced. I'm scheduled to like switch houses every now and then. And I went over to my mom's, and I didn't talk to her directly about it, but I'm assuming my dad or my sister did. I actually don't remember. I heard her coming home. I grabbed my little red iPhone 7 Plus limited edition. I put it in my computer case, and I grabbed my little handles, I took it downstairs, and I said, I would rather give her my devices than have her take them. And she didn't even really say anything to me. She pretty much just said I was in trouble, I guess. Like, she wasn't mad. She was pretty laid back because she knows kids are dumb and they're gonna do dumb shit. She's not gonna like scream at me because I had already learned my lesson. Like, I was a very obedient kid growing up because anytime somebody would raise their voice at me or say anything to me, even sternly, I would cry. And I'm still the same way. I'm very, very sensitive. It does not take a lot to punish me or to teach me a lesson or to discipline me. So all she had to do was be like, okay, you understand what you did, so now I'm just gonna let you sit with it. And so she took away my devices. I wasn't allowed to do anything. Little did my parents know I had my little trap phone, my little blue iPhone 5C. I was chopping it up on there, taking videos like, hey. So I only got grounded for like a week. My mom gave me my devices like a week later, and I was like, girl, say less. To this day, it's like a running joke in our family. Like, they all make fun of me for it. We don't hold a grudge over it because, like, what's the point? I learned my lesson. And it's funny now because everyone has done something stupid when they were a teen, obviously. I just feel bad for Leslie. She got grounded for 4 months. I don't even think she had a phone for 4 months, poor girl. I never saw her again after that. I never saw Maria either. That was my last time hanging out with them. I've talked to them since then. Like, I think I talked to Leslie like pretty recently. I don't know if I can ever hang out with her again because it was embarrassing the way that I saw her mom when I was 15 years old, and I don't know if she will ever look at me in a respectful manner, so I'm not even gonna bother. That was my story time about the time that I got blackout drunk, white girl wasted, puked everywhere, and got in trouble. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys want to see anything from me, any specific kind of video, any kind of story time, like whatever you want, please drop a comment. If you like this video, make sure to like this video. Make sure to support me because I want to make YouTube a regular thing. I'm going to try and upload at least once or twice a week. I don't know what days yet. I'm going to try and upload maybe on Mondays and Thursdays, just because that seems like, yeah, that's like a good idea. Mondays and Thursdays. If you guys want to see anything from me, let me know. Make sure to hit my social media. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter in the description. And I hope you little birdies have a nice day. I hope you enjoy this story time. Peace out.